Wayuu people are happy living like this. It's a simple life without any artifice. This way of life suits us. It's faithful to our traditions. We are happy living like this. It's part of our culture.
Northeastern Colombia on the Guajira Peninsula. This far-flung place, battered by warm, dry winds, is an extreme landscape, a desert which plunges into the sea, shades of ochre as far as the eye can see. Jose Gonzales is 35 years old. He was born here. He knows every detail of these dunes. He is a guide and has been doing tours of the dunes for 10 years.
When I walk in the dunes, I feel really alive. I breathe in the sea air, the ocean. It's so fresh. I'm conscious of the fact that I am treading upon sacred land. It's sacred for all of us. We must preserve it for centuries to come. According to scientists, the Taroa dunes are formed by sand from the Sahara, which crosses the Atlantic carried by the wind. Whenever you get sandstorms in the Sahara, the sand crosses the Atlantic and the Caribbean Sea and gets deposited here.
At the furthermost tip of Colombia, miles from anywhere, the Punta Gallinas Peninsula is a complete wilderness. Despite having 650 kilometers of coastline and temperatures that can reach the high 30s, this hostile land is inhabited. The indigenous people here make a living from fishing and breeding livestock.
I am part of the indigenous community known as Wayuu. According to our ancestors, we've lived in northern Colombia for thousands of years. We were already here when the Spanish invaders arrived. We're warrior people, and we've always defended our territory. That's why we're still here today.
Originally from Amazonia, the Wayuus are descended from the Arawaks. They settled on this peninsula over 1,000 years ago. These warriors were the only ones to resist the Spanish conquistadors. The only reason they have managed to survive in this desert is because these dunes conceal a real treasure, fresh water.
It's thanks to these fresh water wells that we can survive here, in the Taroa dunes. The water filters through the dunes when it rains. It supplies the Wayuu community and the animals such as goats and sheep that we have here. These dunes are the lifeblood for me and my whole community. Without these dunes, it would be impossible to survive here. Without them, the Wayuu community that lives here wouldn't exist. The dunes provide us with the water we need. Water is essential to life. Without water, there is no life. Our ancestors say that this place was revealed to them in a dream thousands of years ago. In that dream, the gods told them to go to a precise point in the dunes, a place where they would find fresh water. Once there, They must sacrifice and burn some black and red goats. That's what they did. And that's how they found water. Hi, Carlos. Meet Carlos. He lives on this farm. He's stacking firewood for lunch. It's almost lunchtime, and the family will be eating soon. Come and see what's being prepared for lunch.
Wayuu people cook fish and sometimes goat meat. With just short of 500,000 members, spread over several departments and split between cities and rural areas, the community has a special expertise in crafts. They make bags and wide mesh hammocks known as chinchorros. Whereas those members of their community who live further south are now threatened, partly because of the drought linked to global warming, the Wayuus of Punta Gallinas continue to live without a care in the world, right in the middle of the dunes.
Wayuu people are happy living like this. It's a simple life without any artifice. This way of life suits us. It's faithful to our traditions. We are happy living like this. It's part of our culture.
The
yellow of the sand conjures up hope for me. Despite the extreme climate in the desert, we're hopeful that future generations of our community will persist and continue to live on this ancestral land forever.
Over the years, the wells gradually running dry has made life in these sand dunes increasingly difficult. Despite that, a handful of members of the Wayuu community, such as Jose, continue to cling to the land of their ancestors.